Guys, I used to think that my lack of focus and energy was solely because of bad habits, too much caffeine, or just lacking motivation. Until I learned more and I realized most of that was due to having a broken circadian rhythm. Guys, if you're waking up tired, feeling alert in the evening, and having afternoon crashes, your circadian rhythm is out of sync, and it's completely fucking up your productivity and mental health. I used to have crazy military-like discipline, waking up tired, pushing through it, having a fucking cold shower, going down, having a 6-step morning routine, doing an ice bath, fasting till 2 p.m, working all day, training hard, under eating calories by accident, and I felt like shit, but I would force myself to keep doing it. And guess what? Despite those 12-hour work days, I was not getting quality work done, and I did not succeed much in my business. I honestly thought there was something wrong with me. I thought I was doing all the right habits times 10, and I thought maybe the reason I felt like shit is there's just something wrong with my brain or my body. I have some weird disease or some shit. And once I learned about my circadian rhythm and I put some time and attention into fixing it, everything else became better. I started feeling tired in the evening. I started feeling energized during the day. I don't have afternoon crashes. And my business and life just becomes so much easier because I'm living how we're supposed to live as human beings. I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 mistakes and a few more tips by the end of the video on how you can fix your circadian rhythm and why it's so important. Alright, so the first mistake is having inconsistent sleep and wake up times. What you need to realize is that we know what time it is consciously. I can look at my computer and I know that it's 4:41 p.m. My brain does not really know. My body does not really know. And the only way of it really knowing is by sources of information, either light or food. So if you're not getting light and food throughout the day and early on in the day, your body's not really going to know how to signal the hormones as to what time of the day it really is, right? Same as in the evening. If you're not avoiding light in the evening and you're eating too late, you're just going to confuse your brain. It's going to think it's daytime, therefore you're not going to feel sleepy at night. So it's super, super important that you sleep and wake up, not exactly at the right time. That is ideal, but if you can sleep and wake up roughly within the same hour, that's so much better. Even on nights where you get a little bit less sleep, it's a lot better to just wake up on less sleep and continue with your day than sleeping in half the day and then going to bed a lot later and then sleeping in and then ruining your circadian rhythm even more. What also happens is if you're sleeping normally at, let's say, 12 and you're waking up at 8, if you start waking up at like 10 or 11, that's like a whole time zone different. That's basically you being jet lagged. That's like your body's basically traveled a few hours away to a different country, except you just slept in. So it's super, super important you just sleep and wake up at the same time. And I'm going to talk to you about the other habits to actually set your circadian rhythm in for number 2. The second thing is just getting light exposure when you wake up. Ideally within the first hour, you want to go out, even if you're not going for a walk, which I recommend, have a coffee, drink your electrolytes, have your supplements, and just get sun in your eyes, on your skin. This signals to your brain through pathways in your eyeballs that it is the daytime. It's going to start releasing your wake hormones, including cortisol, adrenaline, whatever, right? And it's also going to delay when you start releasing melatonin. Your sleep cycle, like when you feel sleepy at night, that is actually the beginning of that regulation is in the morning when you tell your body this is the start of the day, and by the time it's the end of the day, you're going to start releasing melatonin, you're going to start feeling sleepy. So that is a super, super important tip. If you live in a place where it's very cloudy, it's very dark, like a lot of people in the UK, some of my clients I work with, just stand out with your water, with your coffee, and you don't need it to be this Miami Beach, super clear, sunny, beaming sun in your eyes. There's still light, there's still shine, you can see, the sun is still shining through the clouds. The only difference is maybe you might, instead of 5 to 10 minutes, go 15 to 20 minutes out in the sun. And if you're saying, oh, I need to go work, just bring your work out. Take some calls in the morning, read your book, meditate, go for a walk, reply to messages in the sun. This is a non-negotiable. If you want to be healthy and productive, and you want to actually be healthy, okay, setting your circadian rhythm so you can have all these outcomes, feel sleepy at nighttime, be more awake during the daytime, you just have to get sun in the morning. If you think about when we were cavemen, what did we do? We got up and we moved around while the sun was up, and when it was dark, we couldn't see, we would finish our last meal and go to sleep. Now, in this generation we live in, we have to biohack ourselves into doing these natural things we've always done our whole life. So that's number 2. All right, number 3, the last thing is to avoid light in the evening. All right, this is basically signaling to your brain that the sun is up and you should not feel sleepy, right? You're basically blocking melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that gets secreted in your brain when it thinks it's nighttime, so it's getting ready for sleep, helps you get sleepy, helps you recover. And so if it's nighttime, maybe you start feeling a little bit sleepy, and you're still doing work, you might even not get that feeling. But a lot of times you might get that sleepy feeling. And often when you keep looking at your screen and your phone and the lights are on, you suddenly just get really alert, your cortisol peaks up again, and it's just completely wrong. It's completely unnatural. It's very unhealthy, medium to long term, disobeying your circadian rhythm. It is not good for you at all. So when it comes to, let's say 2 hours before bed, as my rule is 2 hours before you want to fall asleep, you start avoiding blue light. So brightness is down, candles on, blue light blockers on, lights off, brightness down, phone, computer, everything, right? And even if you want to go brush your teeth, you use your phone torch, you use a candle, you brush your teeth. I guarantee when you guys follow these rules, you will not need these 10-step night routines to fall asleep. You will simply just go to bed and just be sleepy and get good sleep and wake up and feel energized, and it just becomes that much simple, right? I'm not saying this is the end all be all. There's still diet, there's still movement, there's still stress, right? But your circadian rhythm is a very, very important aspect of your health in your life. It is the backbone of pretty much your hormones and how you're gonna feel, right? Your alertness and your tiredness, right? So super, super important. All right, just to summarize, so the 3 things you need to remember is have a consistent sleep and wake up time. Number 2, actually get sun in the morning when you wake up. And number 3, avoid blue light in the evening. If you do this, right, you will feel so much better, as I just said before. And a bonus tip would be to have your meal timings earlier. Have breakfast, have an earlier lunch, right? Or sorry, dinner. And yeah, if you like intermittent fasting, you can do the reverse intermittent fasting. You can have your meals earlier, front load them, and intermittent fast throughout the night. You're gonna get better sleep that way as well. So short and sweet, another 3 tips. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this useful, drop a like, subscribe, share, all that shit. Have a good day. Bye.